It began quietly, not with thunder or flame, but with silence. A silence that felt holy and heavy, like the breath before a storm. People continued their days, scrolling, working, talking. But unseen to human eyes, a great divide had already started. A separation not of nations, not of wealth, but of hearts. For ages, prophets spoke of a time when light and shadow would no longer dwell together. A time when God himself would draw a line unseen between those who truly belonged to him and those who only claimed to. That time, it seems, has come. The hidden separation isn't marked by signs we expect. No trumpet blast, no angelic decree. It moves quietly through souls. It visits people in the middle of the night when they can't explain the sudden emptiness in their hearts. It whispers during prayer, revealing what has long been ignored, the difference between knowing about God and truly belonging to him. We thought we had more time, but this isn't about the future. It's already begun. In the days of Noah, the world mocked what they could not see. They laughed as Noah built something that seemed foolish under the sun. Yet when the first drop of rain fell, when the first tremor of judgment came, they realized too late, the separation had already happened. It wasn't the water that divided them. It was their hearts. And so it is again. The hidden separation doesn't announce itself with spectacle. It moves like wind through the wheat, subtle but unstoppable. It is the moment when truth begins to cost something again. It is when comfort is traded for conviction. When people begin to choose not because of fear, but because their souls can no longer serve two masters. But few understood what came next. Those who lived in light began to see more clearly. Their faith deepened, though the world grew darker. Their hearts became quiet, not because they had all answers, but because they knew who held them. Meanwhile, others who once sang, prayed, and spoke of faith began to drift. Their words grew hollow, their joy thin. The same name of God passed their lips, but something was missing: the fire, the love, the surrender. That is the hidden separation. It is not meant to condemn, but to reveal. To reveal what truly matters when the noise fades. Every generation has faced moments like this, moments when God tests the heart of his people. But this time, the testing runs deeper. For in this age of endless distraction, the true battle is not fought with swords, but with attention. Who has your heart when the world calls your name? Maybe that's why so many feel restless lately. Maybe that quiet anxiety in the soul, that strange pulling away from the world, is not depression or fatigue, but the gentle work of God, calling his children home before the storm. For he is not dividing out of anger, he is refining through love. The hidden separation is the purifying fire before the glory. It's the still voice before the trumpet. Think of Lot and his family. Angels urged them to leave the city before dawn, before destruction fell. But Lot's wife looked back. Her heart still clung to what was fading. And so she was left between two worlds, belonging to neither. How many hearts today are standing in that same place? One foot in faith, the other in comfort. The line between the two grows thinner each day. And maybe this is what Jesus meant when he said, "Two men will be in the field. One will be taken and the other left." The separation will not begin with chaos. It begins with choice. The choice to love when others hate, to forgive when others divide, to pray when the world mocks, to stand when silence feels safer. For in heaven's eyes, the hidden separation is mercy. It's how God gathers those who are still listening. Some will call it foolishness. Others will feel it deep in their bones. And the moment you realize you can no longer walk in the old way, that is the moment you've crossed the unseen line. But this line is not a wall. It's a door. Beyond it lies peace, clarity, and purpose that the world cannot understand. Those who walk through it may lose things, friends, habits, comfort. But they will gain what cannot be shaken, the presence of God. If you've ever felt distant from the world lately, if the things you once loved now feel empty, if your spirit longs for something pure again, perhaps it's not loss you're feeling. Perhaps it's the beginning of your own separation. The Father is calling. not to isolate but to awaken, because what is coming next will require hearts that are steadfast. Storms will rise, truth will be tested, and the ones who endure will not be the most powerful or the loudest, but the ones whose hearts were already aligned with heaven before the world took notice. The hidden separation isn't punishment, it's preparation. Those who are being refined now, in silence, in loneliness, in surrender, are being prepared for something greater. The kingdom that is coming will not be built by the proud or the popular, but by the pure, by those who have already let go. So if you find yourself misunderstood, if your faith feels heavy, if you sense that something unseen is shifting, don't resist it. You're not losing the world, you're being set apart from it. Every saint, every prophet, every disciple once felt the same, torn between what is seen and what is promised. But they endured because they trusted that God's separation always leads to his salvation. There will come a moment soon when the difference will be clear, when faith will no longer be a label, but a light, and the darkness will no longer be able to hide among the faithful. Until then, this quiet division continues, one heart at a time. The hidden separation has begun, not to destroy, but to define. Not to condemn, but to cleanse. And maybe, this is what grace looks like in its most mysterious form, when God draws his people near, not with thunder, but with whisper. The question is not when it will come. The question is, on which side will your heart stand when it does?